Will this next season of Call of Duty Black Ops 6 change the narrative? I think we can all agree that the game is in a pretty rough spot right now, and we all know why. It's pretty unfortunate, but it may or may not be too late for this game to get it together. If this is your first time here, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. Feel free to light up the comment section as we go along. Let's get rolling. Black Ops 6 Season 2 is the next major update for the latest Call of Duty, so here's everything we know so far, including the release date and content. Call of Duty follows a seasonal live service format, which means the next update is never far away. Black Ops 6 Season 1 Reloaded brought the brand new Citadel Des Morts Zombies map and the festive Codmas event, and now the next season is on the way. We already know when Black Ops 6 Season 2 will arrive, as well as the anti-cheat updates and content to expect. Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. We know this from the Season 1 Battle Pass timer, which reveals when the current season will end. Call of Duty Battle Passes always end on the same day as the next season starts, which will always end around 9 a.m. Pacific time. Anti-cheat updates, particularly in ranked play, has been a particular sore point ever since the Season 1 update. In a December 16th blog post, the developers promised changes will be coming throughout Season 2 and 3. These updates will include upgrades to the kernel level driver and brand new server-side protections. They said we'll hear more about these changes as we approach the new seasons. So I want to spend some time talking about the anti-cheat system. First off, I think it's a little bit too late to be trying to implement things into the game in Season 2. Not to mention, they said Season 2 or 3. So let's keep it a stack. If we see this update to the anti-cheat system, it probably will be later than sooner. Now, we have been hearing this term, kernel level driver. I am no expert in this department, but something I do know about kernel level drivers is in a lot of cases, they are not safe. And they generally aren't considered safe due to the high level of system access that it requires, potentially compromising user privacy and security by allowing a third-party program to deeply monitor and interact with your operating system. And a lot of folks prefer to avoid games that utilize anti-cheat systems with kernel level drivers, but I'm not saying it's all bad. But again, it does require some deep system access. But operating at a kernel level, an anti-cheat program can access almost every single part of your system, raising concerns about misuse of access. This can lead to privacy concerns. This level of access allows the anti-cheat software to monitor a wide range of system activities, potentially collecting sensitive user data. So if you spend a lot of time on the hub, they can most likely tell that you do, then leading to potential vulnerabilities. Any bugs or security flaws within the anti-cheat software could be exploited by hackers. Now, this absolutely can be done. Games like Fortnite and Valorant have kernel level drivers, but the reason why I'm saying it probably won't work for COD is because they have been failing to execute damn near everything that they wanted to implement into the game this year, especially when it comes to anti-cheat. Developers seemed hella confident that the anti-cheat system was going to be knocking down cheaters like dominoes before the game launched. Now we all see how that is going. In a perfect world, if this is executed properly, it will call for enhanced detection. Operating at the kernel level allows these systems to detect cheats that might otherwise go unnoticed by user mode anti-cheat solutions. This deeper access helps in identifying and blocking sophisticated cheating methods. So there is real-time monitoring, providing immediate responses to any suspicious activities. It can also prevent cheat development. This can make it harder for cheat developers to create cheats that may or may not infest the game, and ultimately improve gaming integrity. With stronger anti-cheat measures in place, the integrity of the game is better maintained, and it won't be such a shitty experience to keep it a stack. Now, cheating isn't only going on in Call of Duty, but I can guarantee this is where most of the cheating is going on. There is probably more cheating going on in Call of Duty than during spring break, if you know what I mean. Now, as far as expected content, there is not quite anything confirmed, but obviously we have a battle pass, new weapons, new operators, new maps and modes, events, and weapon balance changes. New Call of Duty seasons always follow the same format, so we know to expect a brand new battle pass with new weapons, operators, and more. On top of that, there will be new maps and modes during the initial season update and the mid-season, usually 4 weeks later. So as far as weapons, rumor has it that the MSMC will be making a return to Black Ops 6. Heavy on the word rumor, there is no clear-cut evidence, but if it made its way into Season 2, and if it was anything like the Black Ops 2 MSMC, I would not be obsessed with that. The MSMC was known for its high range and average recoil, making it a versatile weapon that performs well at both close and medium distances. It was a good choice for players who want to balance the mobility, and it was just a demon of a weapon, man. This might be one of my favorite guns in COD history. If there was a weapon in Black Ops 6 that I would currently compare it to, it will probably be the KSV when it comes to handling and TTK and shit of that nature. If I had to pick a classic AR for Season 2, it would be the AN-94. I know that gun did have a lot of AK characteristics, but something about it just hit different. The cool thing about the AN-94 is that it fired 2 quick rounds before you could even feel the recoil, making it hella accurate and damn near broken in short bursts. And it was a weapon that I felt like competed with the 3-round or 4-round burst weapons back then, especially at the medium range. Those 2 weapons I would like to see in Season 2, maybe Season 3, really sooner than later though, before folks just give up on this game entirely. Now, as far as maps, I know I have been saying this for the last couple of years now that I want some new maps, but bruh, at this point, just give us some old maps that we know will work, bro. If we get some recycled maps, I don't think we can go wrong with Slums. Slums was a competitive map in Black Ops 2, so I do think it'd be dope to go ahead and add this into ranked play. And again, just speaking hypothetically here, but it was a part of the competitive rotation back in Black Ops 2 with Hardpoint, Capture the Flag, and Search and Destroy. This map is known for its small semi-symmetrical layout with the central square featuring a large statue, making it pretty mixy in the middle there. We did most recently see this map in Black Ops Cold War. Another map, Firing Range. We all know that we cannot go wrong with Firing Range. Just in case you need a refresher though, you've got these rickety wooden shacks scattered around, old rusty containers, and target enemies propped up in random spots. The central tower is kind of like a King of the Hill type spot, giving you some pretty decent map control so you can go ahead and smoke enemies from above. The layout of this map is relatively mixy as well, so you're always a hop, skip, and a jump away from an intense gunfight. This was one of those maps that I love to run a submachine gun on. Now, a couple of modes that I would like to see in Season 2, one I mentioned a second ago, Capture the Flag. This might be one of those things that developers had planned to give us later, very similar to what they did in Modern Warfare 3, but if you're running pubs, I think it'd be a nice way to take a break from all the redundancy so far. And lastly, my favorite game mode of all time in Call of Duty, Demolition. It's like if Search and Destroy and Domination had a baby. This game actually calls for a lot of teamwork. It can get pretty mixy, and one wrong decision can cost you the game. But I think it is a good mix between playing casually and competitively, which is part of the reason why I like it so much. You kind of get the best of both worlds. Is there anything you are looking forward to in Season 2? Maybe you have a little bit of a wish list like I did with the weapons and game modes. Do not hesitate to drop your thoughts. Consider subscribing if you dug the video though, but don't stop watching just yet. Here's 2 more videos that YouTube thinks you might like. Catch you in the next one.